I will just have a few observations about role of the police. What he said is to a large extent true, that police are under a tedious work 24 hours, and the data says because of this they suffer from acidity, peptic ulcers and more divorces because they cannot give sufficient time to their families. They are working for us. However, their duty can be separated. Even Mallimat committee report says that this law and order part of the police should be given to a different machinery. Investigation wing should be completely separate so that there will be a proper investigation of crime. One thing. Secondly, this Mallimat committee report you may have read says that there should not be a difference between cognizable and non-cognizable crime. Police should be allowed to start investigation without order from the magistrate for any crime, maybe non-cognizable. This is the report of a great committee. Even arrestability should not depend upon whether the crime is cognizable or non-cognizable. One point to be kept in mind is it's not wholly police who is responsible for lesser conviction rate in Maharashtra all over India. It's we also. As a civilians, we have duty. Nobody likes to be a witness in a criminal case. Though you have seen something, some crime, heard about something, you do not want to be troubled by the police, you do not want to go to the court for giving evidence. Moreover, there are many witnesses who are afraid of their future, as he said, that a revenge may be taken by the criminal. Criminal is a murderer, he has murdered somebody. He may murder a witness also. So witnesses are afraid, they do not give evidence. Secondly, witnesses are bribed. And poor persons, they take bribe, they turn hostile. And this is a commonplace in criminal trials, especially sensitive trials, that witnesses turn hostile. They say, I do not know anything. Who is responsible? Witness, a civilian. Our role is also important. Today, he filed FIR before us. Generally, we go to the police station and lodge our complaint there. So it was from the mouth of a great police officer, his problems, his grievances before us. And whatever he said, I say it is substantially true. Politicians try to influence police officers. They give a threat, you will be transferred, you will be dismissed, or inquiry will be started against you. So they have to work as directed by the politicians. However, they may not follow the directives of politicians. If they are straight, upright, do not take bribes, why should they worry about what politicians say? Whatever will happen, will happen. What will happen? Maximum a transfer. So in service you are, there will be transfers, don't worry. Take the example of Kiran Bedi, the first woman IPS police officer. She never worried about any directions given by high politicians. Even she lifted the car of Indira Gandhi, Prime Minister. So she was called as Crane Bedi, by crane. She took the car because it was not placed at a proper place, not parked. Indira Gandhi invited Kiran Bedi, gave a good compliment that whatever you are doing is a good. So why do you worry about politicians? You do your duty. Public will come to your help, nothing will happen. One thing. Secondly, public say that police is corrupt. Now corruption is in every field. We cannot blame police only. But this is also true. There is lot of corruption in police. And loopholes are kept in the investigation. Now here they cannot complain that we have a lot of work. Okay, you have a lot of work. Don't take bribe. Whatever salary you have, you should be satisfied with that. Knowingly you have accepted this job. Nobody forced, nobody compelled to you to accept this job. You knew that there will be 24 hours duty when you joined the service. You knew that this will be the scale. And then, why are you not satisfied with the salary? This is not applicable to all police officers. I do not say there are many good police officers like Kiran Bedi and many more. But if we see commonly, this happens, bribery. And if bribes are taken by police officers, naturally criminals would be acquitted because investigation will be not foolproof. Loopholes are kept purposefully. That is a point also to be considered. Every coin has two sides. Police is overburdened, agreed. Police is paid less, agreed. But police is also using very harsh third-degree methods. They could use other methods to identify the criminal. We have modern techniques. Narco analysis is there. Polygraph test is there. Brain mapping is there. Many other tests are there by which even without beating, without using third-degree method, what crime that criminal has committed can be found out. Third-degree method is easy. Just you beat and take out what he says. And police officer knows confession is not admissible if it is made to the police officer, but they are doing this. This is also another side of the coin. Everybody knows. A criminal has human rights. He will be punished by the court, not by the police. And police punishes the accused before it's proved that he is a criminal. They don't have any right. If they learn skill of investigation, no third-degree method is required at all, especially in Western countries, America. No third-degree method is used at all. And just by skillful interrogation, just by these modern methods, the crime can be detected. Criminals can be punished. Both sides are to be heard. A judge hears both sides. Advocate pleads only one side. A civilian or a public servant speaks of only one side. We should have judicial train, judicial aptitude, a balanced aptitude. There may be some wrong with us, some right thing also with us. And moreover, even after skillful investigation, there may be 0.01% cases where a criminal cannot be detected at all, in spite of best efforts. I will give example of a medicine. In spite of modern advances in medicine, a person may die without any correct diagnosis. He is examined by best doctor in the world, all investigations completed, medical investigations, cause of death not known. Deceased not known. This is possible. After all, medical science is not a mathematics. Similarly, whatever investigations police do, even carefully, Narendra Dabholkar case you know, there was a lot of effort made by police officers. They were not negligent. But murderer not known. Possible. 0.01% cases could not be identified even after human efforts. That we have to accept. That there may be some such cases where we cannot blame the police. And what I say, we are also to blame. If we are satisfied with what we have, in last guest lecture somebody used this Marathi saying, Thevile anante taisechi rahave, chitti aso dyave samadhana. If you follow this, whatever we are getting lawfully, be satisfied. You can be. If you want more and more luxury, you have two-wheeler, you want four-wheeler. You have one bungalow, you want two bungalows. You have 1 lakh bank balance, you want 10 lakh bank balance. If that is your desire and avarice, a person will be corrupt. And a corrupt person will not perform his duties properly. This applies to all. I am not speaking about any particular category of public servant. So this was my observation, and